Oh, yeah, it looks like it's from Fraggle Rock. I'm not sure what it is. What is it?
And welcome to Next to the Lamp. What's up, Malapert Many? Man, you guys are the real ones. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the YouTube since we're rebuilding it all new. A lot of you probably lost your subscription to the podcast because of that. So just go ahead and just resubscribe, hit that little bell icon, so you get those notifications whenever we drop, which is usually Tuesdays, but I don't know. As of lately, I've just been doing like whenevs.
Sure.
Today's guest is David Howe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, David Ian Howe. David Howe's I think, rapist.
Okay. Well, if the shoe fits.
It's something. He's like, yeah.
David Ian Howe. Okay, we'll make that distinction right here on the pod. David is an archaeology person that focuses on. Tell me more, because
Yes.
I know, I follow your Instagram and stuff, and I watch your videos and things, so I'm like kind of in awe of what like everything you talk about on there.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's so hard to define, and I hate, like, how do I describe this? Like, I'm an anthropologist. My degree's in that. I have a master's in that, but I like specifically focused on archaeology. But then into that, I focused on dogs and the history of humans and dogs. But then I do like content creation, and I do comedy, and I do, like a bunch of other stuff. And it's just hard to like define. So I guess YouTuber is like the current term,
Okay.
but out content creator. But if I were to go professional, anthropologist is what I am. Yeah.
What? Tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on David Ian Howe on YouTube. My Instagram's David Ian Howe. My TikTok's David Ian Howe. And then my major Instagram is Ethnosynology, which I can't spell off the top of my head. But if you type in David Ian Howe, it's the first one. It's the one that comes up. Both of them do.
Cool. Yeah, and that's the
Yep.
one with like the handprint that looks like a dog.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, almost wore it today, but I didn't want to be a douche. So,
Dude,
yeah.
you gotta promote your stuff, bro.
I know. Yeah.
I know that's like the most cringe part, right? Like you have to promote your own stuff, and it's just like I don't want to promote my own stuff. Like I just want to be a person. I don't want to be a content creator.
Exactly, dude. And then like saying like smash that like button, like I hate it, but now YouTube's like, hey, we really think the like button's the important thing, so you got to do it. And I'm like, damn it, every time.
I know,
Yeah.
dude. It's the worst. I dislike it very much. So where are you from?
I'm from all over, man. Originally from Long Island, New York. Yeah, I'm luckily lucked out. I don't have like the Guido hair. If I'd stayed there, I'd have been that. But I'm from there. I moved to Nashville when I was in high school, like right at the like end of 8th grade. That peak hormonal era where I was like, I fucking hate you, mom. Because I had to move from
Yeah.
New York to Tennessee. And then ended up I loved Nashville way more as an adult, like when I could drive around and do stuff, but like in a suburb in a rural town, it was weird. Well, it was like south of Nashville. But then yeah, went to college in Chattanooga, then Knoxville, then I came out here to Laramie for grad school, then back to Georgia for a job, and then back to Nashville and then Laramie. Yeah. If the IRS is asking, Nashville is my home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that is Next to the Lamp. Thanks everybody for listening. You guys are amazing. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I mean, you got to have that short form content, right? Like that's all it is now.
Right.
Is that short form content. People, TikTok is just taking over everything, and people's attention spans are like goldfish, right?
Dude, it's crazy. I have a friend, Dig It With Raven. Her name's Raven. Her YouTube's Dig It With Raven. And her and I text back and forth about like our videos not doing well on YouTube. And she just posted a 10-minute video of her like debunking something Rogan said about hieroglyphs, and it got 100,000 views overnight. She was like, "Well, that's my format now."
Dude, seriously, it's ridiculous, man. And I'm not good at short form content. Like all of my content is at least a minute and a half.
Mm-hmm. I mean, a minute and a half, like 90 seconds is like what I think Instagram strives for now.
Mm-hmm.
They want that 60 seconds or less, I think is better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but I'm a podcaster, so like I'm just not brief sometimes. Then I got to condense all that down. And there's all the ums and uhs I got to cut out. So at the end of each podcast now, I kind of just do like let me recap what I said and set a timer for like 90 seconds and try to cram it. Yeah. And that's the clip.
Oh, see, I use Opus Clip.
Oh, okay. Does that work well?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I see it advertised all the time. It's
Yeah.
like super expensive, but it looks like it works.
Mm-hmm. It's
Okay,
good. It's good.
sweet.
Um, I just use the free version.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
So
there was a free one.
yeah, the free version is like one video. Like I think it's like one video per week or something. Like one video every 3 days or some shit like that.
Wow. Okay.
And I only release once a week, so it's like
Nice and easy.
yeah. And then it gives you like 10 different clips that you can use. So you just download those and put them in there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that. And does it cut the camera angles and stuff? Or
Hmm.
okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's like one of the updates that I did recently. Like, if you go to the next to the lamp, I have a short of the molasses flood interview that I did, where he is talking about um whatever, and it has both of our camera angles like that, like
Wow.
stacked on each other, even though it's like this.
Sure.
So it's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Good to know. I'll
Yeah,
check that out.
check it out, bro.
And
And that was next to the lamp. I hope you guys.
where are you from?
Originally from SoCal.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, San Bernardino.
Okay. Nice. I've spent a lot of time in Irvine, Laguna, it's Orange County area, and then Rancho Mission Viejo.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that area pretty
SoCal.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been back there in 20 years,
Oh wow. Okay.
but
It's very different now.
yeah, I was the white minority where I was.
I could see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the
Well,
hood.
the thing about Orange County, man, it's so funny whenever I go there. There's like I'll see like this giant truck that says Trump or like it was like the wolf thing that's like don't be a sheep or whatever, like that thing. I saw that and it was this guy comes out and I was like, this is clearly like some Kid Rock looking guy. And then
Oh
what
yeah.
gets out, it was just like tiny little stacked Mexican dude. I was just like, wow. Orange County is crazy. Republican and Hispanic.
Yeah, they come in all sizes there.
And then the white people are just like specimens of plastic surgery. It's crazy.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have family down there and stuff,
Okay.
but I just haven't gone back down there.
Gotcha. What brought you out here?
My parents make bad financial decisions.
All right.
So we moved out to Medicine Bow in October of 2001.
Like the forest?
No, like Medicine Bow, the town.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a town.
Yeah, if you drive 90 minutes north and just follow that road, you eventually come to a town called Medicine Bow.
What's the population there? Like 4?
Practically, yeah. No, it's probably close to like 400, 300.
That's very different than Orange County.
Oh yeah, it was a culture shock. I went from being the white minority in San Bernardino to being the half Hispanic minority in Medicine Bow.
Hell yeah. I was gonna ask, you seem like Italian or something.
Yeah, Hispanic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know like what kind?
My dad was just straight wetback.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Cuban?
He swam here.
You said it wrong, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why it's like that. But
Okay.
he went from like Tijuana to San Diego.
Not a far trek.
Not a far trek. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a stone's throw merely.
Yeah. I've actually never been to Tijuana. I've been to San Diego many times, been to Mexico many times.
Tijuana's scary.
I've heard.
Yeah.
It's like what the cantina in Star Wars is based on.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Which you're a
Yeah.
musician. Did you know in Star Wars, sorry to segue, the like the jazz band playing there, it's called Jizz. And like that's what
Yeah.
George Lucas said it should be called, and then he kind of walked that back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah, like in the Star Wars universe, that type of music isn't jazz; it's called jizz. And I've yet to see him come back on like a modern interview and be like, "I stand by that."
Yeah.
Anyway,
Isn't it weird that George Lucas could also potentially be like who's that guy that used to do like documentaries back in the day?
David Attenborough.
No, he still does.
Uh,
Okay, but he's like a bigger.
the
It's like
German guy.
no, Michael something.
Oh, Bowling for Columbine. That
Yeah,
guy?
yeah, yeah, that guy.
Like Michael Moore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they could be the same guy.
They kind of look the same.
Yeah, it could be.
They do.
Hollywood magic, man.
Yeah.
Especially with the way AI is now. They probably had that stuff, back in the 80s.
The AI, like,
Yeah, facial recognition and like changing their, appearance for screen.
yeah.
It's crazy, right?
They got Jar Jar Binks in there. Yeah.
For real.
That's actually a real guy.
Yeah.
Just superimposed him.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not really a Star Wars guy.
You're not?
No, I'm not a Star Trek guy either.
Okay. Oh yeah, I don't dabble with Star Trek. I'll say that. It seems like it's like anime to me. If I were to get into it, I feel like I wouldn't stop. And I don't want to be like the anime guy. And like the Last Airbender is American anime. It's fine.
Right.
Dragon Ball Z is dipping your toes. And then Pokemon was just Pokemon to me. That's all I've really watched.
Right.
But everyone's like, dude, you got to check out this anime. I'm like, I don't want a fucking Korean fake wife on Instagram that I talk to every day, so I'm good. It seems like that's the next natural step.
It is.
Yeah.
I am also the same. I don't watch anime.
Okay.
And Aaron has been trying to get me to watch One Piece.
Oh, Aaron King?
Yeah. Since forever. Shout out Aaron King.
So
but yeah, I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I apparently Blue Eyed Samurai on Netflix is supposed to be like phenomenal, and like multiple people from different walks of life who I wouldn't think watch anime were like, you should watch this. So I might give that a shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't do that.
So what got you into anthropology then?
I mean, honestly, I went to school for history first. Like I had books on the Greeks and Romans and pyramids and all that. Was really into it. Loved like Troy when I was a kid. Like all those movies that came out, 300. And then I went to school for history, and then I took an anthro class that was like, this is primatology, like human culture, human evolution, archaeology, and I was like, oh, this is what I want. And then I transferred to University of Tennessee, Knoxville, which had a bigger anthropology program. And like UT is known for the Body Farm, which is a like forensic anthropology lab where they bury dead bodies and you dig them up and study them. And did a lot of that. But I mean, mainly, man, just like the first day of my anthropology class, we watched Dave Chappelle's blind white supremacist skit. And I was like, what the fuck? And she had us like at the end. Have you seen that skit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, at the end of the class, which it was Chattanooga, so it's like a half black, half white audience or class, was like, why is this funny? And as a class, we had to discuss it. And like, he's just subverting the cultural, the race is just taught. It's not, innate kind of thing. And like she was like, this is anthropology. And she's like, whether Dave Chappelle wants to admit it or not, he's an anthropologist. And that just like clicked with me. And that's why I love comedy so much too, because it's you're able to like observe things culturally and then like make fun of them. But in anthropology, rather than make fun of them, you write papers on it.
Right.
But like for me, it's like I've never been that comfortable with it. I'd still rather be like professionally racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time I saw you do comedy was you put on that like fur,
done that again.
like caveman suit.
Yeah, Cave Dave, dude, he's a character.
Okay, Cave Dave.
Yeah,
interesting. I thought that was interesting.
I went up there and basically wrote down 3 things on a post-it note and was like, this will work. And I need to do that again. But it's the duck and its friends, so it was okay. But I feel like if I did some real hard, like wrote actual jokes about a caveman learning things, it'd be funny, but it just wasn't ready. But I'm sorry that was your first time seeing me. Yeah.
I thought it was okay.
Well, thanks, man.
I've seen worse on that stage, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I've done worse on that stage.
As have I.
Dude, I remember like the 3rd open mic I ever did, I just ate shit hard.
It happens.
And I was just like, maybe this isn't really for me.
Yeah.
And then I kept doing it, and like some jokes work, and like open mics, that's what they're for, right? It's like to eat shit and to like potentially work out new material.
Yeah.
And so I just have accepted that, but I haven't really performed elsewhere.
Oh, okay.
Like I've done the comedy in Fort Collins.
Going on Monday.
A few times.
I picked.
And then I've done it in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember the comedy club that I did it there, but like
Just like an open
it
mic.
was just like an open mic, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And they seemed to like that, like the material that I did at that time, because I just like picked like my best stuff,
Yeah.
and they gave you 4 minutes, so
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah. The clubs I go to in Nashville, it's 4 minutes, and yeah, it's very different than the Duck because the Duck I at least know half the crowd.
yeah,
Maybe not half, but like I know quite a bit of them. So it's like I'm there's that level of comfort, and
mm-hmm.
this is like my home club, like my home mic. I'll be okay here. But then in Nashville, there's like multiple places. There's like a comedy club I go to that's an open mic, and you put your name in the hat, and they pull the list like right before you go up. So then you kind of have to stay for a bit, so that no one like just all leaves. Another one's like this rock club in Nashville that they do open mic there too, and it's wild, dude. Like I'll see guys that there's these two dudes that are just so good, like out of my league good. And every time they go up, I'm just like in awe of how good they are. And I think one of them performs at Zany's. I can't remember. I don't know if he's a regular or not. But then like other weeks, I'll see them do the same material and it just not do well.
Yeah,
And that makes me feel better because I get up there and I'm like terrified because it's like a different city, different audience. I don't know any of them. And like it's all just, am I funny to them or not? And
yeah,
sometimes if you just bomb and there's no laughs, and you might get picked second to last, which means there's like four people left and a comic and his girlfriend in the
mm-hmm.
audience. So like your jokes just aren't going to do well. But the more you go, the more they put you up sooner. And yeah, but yeah, it's bombing there is rough because I was just like, oh my God. And I never had I'm never doing comedy again, but I was like, I'm taking a break because it just sometimes it was bad. But when you kill, it's really good.
Yeah. That's probably why you didn't see me, because like I started doing comedy with Clark and Aaron. Like,
Okay.
us three were like the main three that were doing it,
Okay.
and then I just quit doing it for a while. I got super depressed. Didn't feel like being Mr. Funny Guy no more.
I get it. Been there.
And had an intentional overdose in that time.
Oh shit.
And then I came back.
Okay. Was it like heroin, fent?
No,
Or
it was sleeping medication.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
The fun way.
The fun way,
Yeah.
yeah. I try to go to sleep and this and like not wake up, but I
You
woke
woke
up
up and
like
you were
three
like,
days later.
fuck.
Yeah, in like my own puke and like kind of like in a coma.
Yikes, man.
Yeah, had like seizures for a little bit.
Damn.
It's cool.
How long ago
Cool.
was that?
Last year.
Wow.
Yeah, April
Okay.
7th of 2024.
Did not know that, man.
Yeah,
Glad to hear it.
it is what it is.
Glad you woke up, I guess, for this podcast.
Yeah, it was right there on that couch in there actually.
Hell yeah. I'll take a peek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, man. There's days where I'm just like, I mean, I went through terrible bouts of depression, uh, and like to the point where like my parents came, they hadn't heard from me in like months or like weeks, and drove from Nashville to Georgia to come see me, and my house was just like a mess, and they were like, my God, like he has an illness, and
Yeah.
helped me clean my house up, and it was after a breakup and stuff, and like, yeah, I mean, it makes us funny. I would say it at least makes you think of the world differently. I've
The
never.
the dream that I had during that time
I bet that was crazy.
is a movie that I'm writing.
Okay.
And so it's like a bro comedy, like a coming of age comedy.
About a guy who kills himself on pills?
No, it's about it's about a guy that gets broken up with, he's depressed, and um he has like this car that is like his life, right? And like I have nice cars, right?
Yeah.
I love my Subaru, right? It's not nice, but like it's what
But
the
the
car
blue
that
one
I
with the
wanted.
spoiler?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool car.
Um, and so like he has this car and he like wakes up one day and he's like going about his business and he hears a commotion outside of his house and these guys are breaking into his car. And he like walks up to them and he's like, "What's up, guys?" And they're like, "Oh, we locked our keys in the car because they don't know it's his car."
Gotcha.
And he's like, "Oh, okay, like you guys need any help?" And they're like, "No, I think we should be able to get it." And he like looks behind their car and he sees their car behind his car.
Yeah.
So he just goes to their car and he like jumps in really fast and like takes off. So he steals their car that's trying to take his car.
I see.
And he's like celebrating. He's like, "Oh hell yeah! Like this is awesome!" And then he like looks in the rearview mirror, and there's this old dude sitting in the back seat.
Oh no.
And he's like, "What the fuck?" And he like stops the car, and he's like, "Do you want to like get out here? Like, what's going on?" And he's like, "No, those are my grandkids. They're supposed to take me to the pharmacy. They stopped off here." He's like, "Okay, like, do you want me to take you back or like what?" And he's like, "Nah, fuck them kids. Like, let's have a good time." And
Wow.
so that him and this old dude just like go on this like amazing day and a half long adventure.
So a car that he stole, the old guy was in the back of it, and he just said, "Fuck my grandkids." And
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So they do a bunch of crazy stuff, you know, like old guy and young guy stuff. That's like
Okay.
helping him like relive his youth, you know.
Like Bad Grandpa or Dirty Grandpa style.
Kind of, but
Okay.
like not as well, I don't know. I'm on page 36 of 90, so
Okay, that's the third of it.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I got some more writing to do,
Hell yeah.
but yeah, so like positive things can come of stuff like that if you allow it,
For
right?
sure. Yeah. A lot of introspection and yeah. I don't know. Just like it's been a while since I've had like a super bad bout. But yeah, just like it makes me more creative, I guess. And then I got put on what's it called? Like a mood stabilizer one time.
Mm-hmm.
Lamictal is what it's called. I don't remember what the name of it. It's not lithium. But they put me on that and then it made me like just not creative. It was like a night and day. Like I couldn't write posts, I couldn't make videos. It just was like crazy. And then I saw Kanye's interview with Rogan a few years ago, and he was like, I didn't like him because it made me not creative and it made me fat. And I was like, hey, that was me. I feel bad for Kanye.
Yeah.
Now he's gone off the rails a little further more since then, but I it was just wild. It just shut off my creativity. So I stopped taking that, took some other stuff, and now I just kind of weaned off everything and just chilling now. Yeah.
Yeah, I quit all of the pills cold turkey after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went a little off the rails on my side, right? Like the music that I made during that time.
It is fun looking back at your stuff, being like, man, I was I was on one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have gotten better, right? Like I'm not on anything now.
Okay.
And I'm
Good.
just chilling and creating, right? So that's it. Being a human is weird, right?
Yeah.
Like you have this social consciousness,
Mhm.
then you have your individual consciousness, right?
Yes.
And
With
then you have past consciousness. So
okay.
when you're looking at the grand scheme of things, because I've done a lot of different types of research into like what is consciousness and like what is the soul and things like that.
Okay.
And you know, humans have been around for so long, right? But it's only like the last 300 years or so where we've been like civilized, right?
I'd argue like the last 10, it just depends on what your term of civilized is, but like last 10,000 years, we've had civilization.
Right. If
But
you
like,
want to go like Egyptians and stuff, but like
yeah,
modern construct of what civilized is.
got you. Like the Enlightenment kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing. Okay. Yeah, I would agree with that then.
Because like we were still like killing each other and like
Oh,
going on to
son.
other. Well, yeah, for sure.
It's worse.
But but like it was just yeah, the whole different kind
I
of
feel you. Yeah.
um
In fact, I think to your point, since World War II, we're living in the most unprecedented era of peace and like no large scale wars and death like in human history
mm,
per capita.
right.
Yeah. So
Right,
which is
World War
cool.
II was crazy. Like that mass genocide
It,
was
yeah, he did a number on him.
yeah. Didn't get them
Numbers on
all,
him. But yeah.
but thankfully, right? No, yeah,
but,
thankfully didn't get them all.
but yeah, didn't get them all. I think that was my joke last week. But what's it called? Like, dude, World War II movies is crazy. Like, get back into consciousness too, but like all of the Japanese thing, like the Pacific Theater, all happened then. The Japanese went to India and attacked there, which India was part of Britain. And then there's like, Pearl Harbor, and then there's everything that happened in Europe, and then there's the African campaign, and then there's people fighting in like uh parts of I don't say the Caribbean, but there was like stuff going on in South America at the same time. It's just like everybody was at war. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, and just hundreds of like people, thousands, hundreds, thousands of people died. But
I know, and that's wild too, right? Like the amount of people that have died to like the population that is now,
crazy.
it's crazy.
I think 700,000 people died in Japan before the bombs,
Yeah.
which is crazy because they were just like, "Come get us," and then just put all their civilians in front of them. We were like, "All right, we will do this," and just went to each island until we got to Japan. It's crazy.
Yeah. World War II, I can't watch war movies.
Yeah,
Like Saving Private Ryan is like,
it's a tough one.
that is a tough one.
Yeah.
And like my friend made me watch Hamburger Hill when I was like
Oh my God.
11.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is crazy. I don't understand how people treat other people like that, right?
It is
Like,
wild, dude.
so I'm not that type of person.
Right.
I definitely, I mean, there's one person that I wouldn't, I mean, there's a few people. I would say there are 5 people that I'm going to dance on their graves when they die.
Okay.
Okay.
Ellen DeGeneres.
No, it's all people that I've known.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. But even then, it's like, yeah, I wish them the best until then,
Yeah.
you know, and
I-
hopefully they can turn their lives around to be a positive influence and not be such terrible people.
Yeah.
Because there's still that time, right?
I'm kind of the same way. Like my friends are like, I fucking hate Jeff Bezos. I'm like, I don't know him. He could be a delightful person. He just has a lot of money and you only see the bad.
Right.
But like he probably does suck. But if I
Right.
had to pick like a billionaire lifestyle to live, I think he's doing it the right way. It's
Yeah.
like I have yachts, my wife is plastic, and I'm going to space every day. Like he's doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably what I would do too. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
I mean,
sure.
I don't know if I'd take ketamine and run around with a chainsaw in the White House, but that's what he likes to do. Let him do it.
Why not?
Yeah. Well, now he's gone, but
Right. I mean, it's just the point to where like human nature, right? Like you have studied a lot of that, right?
sure.
Um it's only human nature to, protect what is yours
Mhm.
and be envious of what somebody else has, right?
Yes.
So like if we go back to like tribe culture, it's like, well, that tribe's different.
Hmm.
They have to see it our way.
Right.
Kill them. They don't.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because culture is our adaptation. Like if eagles fly, dolphins echolocate, swim, humans have culture, and chimpanzees do to an extent. But it's like that's our ability to pass on knowledge to each other, like right now or like through generations, to survive in your environment. So it's a socially agreed upon set of rules and cultures and norms that keep you alive. So when you meet another group, so say your chimpanzees or your early humans meeting another group of early humans, and they live a very different way,
Mhm.
it like is a like, well, that's not right kind of thing because it's like this is what keeps you alive.
Yeah.
So like if someone else is doing something different, it's going to be a little weird. And then there's chimps that will like just violently kill each other like crazy, and everyone's like humans aren't inherently violent. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure we are, but then there's other studies that are like, well, it's not inherent violence, and a lot of the violence that happens with chimpanzee culture is because of encroachment onto their territory, which I also will see that's probably true. Um, but there's also bonobos who are a type of chimpanzee who just rather than fight, just have sex with each other all day,
Hell yeah.
and like they do things that way, but they also can get aggressive and fight each other, and they like I don't know, it's just tough to talk about, but well, it's tough to have a firm answer on, I should say.
Yeah, I think we are. Right.
Inherently violent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my personal opinion would be yes, but I'm always open to people pushing back on it.
Right.
Yeah.
They not they. Uh Army of the Pharaohs is a rap group.
Okay. Never heard of
Okay.
him.
They're out of New York.
Okay.
Okay. Super, super dope. Do you know Jedi Mind Tricks?
Yes.
So it's like a subsidiary of them.
Okay, then I've probably heard them. I
Yeah.
just don't remember the name.
Yeah.
Jedi Mind Tricks is great.
Dude, Jedi Mind Tricks is dope. But
That's my favorite kind of rap.
yeah, same.
Yeah.
But they have an album called Violent by Design.
Okay.
And that goes into like that inherent nature of humans being violent.
Yeah.
If we look at even the Middle East right now, or
Right.
the history of the Middle East, that has always been right
Right.
since the dawn of, Jesus,
Yeah.
essentially.
And we could argue now it's because of colonialism and chopping up lines of, who gets what and all that stuff too. But in reality, through all, and I see people like post that all the time. It's all the British's fault. And it's like, yes, recently, but like even in Alexander the Great's time, he pushed from fucking Athens or I mean Macedonia, all the way to India. Like that, the entire swath of the Middle East, took Jerusalem, took like everything down, and went to Egypt, and then like that, and the 300 was the Persians coming to Greece, and then mainly it's just the crossroads of the world right there because it
Mm-hmm.
connects Africa, Europe, and Asia together.
Right.
So there's just going to be violence there, and the cultures that spring up around it just have to deal with that, if that makes sense. And
Mm-hmm.
like ideally, I wouldn't want any violence going on there, but it's just like I think it's just the environment. It's in the middle of everything. Yeah.
So, how do we solve world hunger?
I think we started eating each other.
There we go.
I don't know.
You're not hungry if you're eating your neighbor, right?
Yeah, it's an Alex Jones quote, I think. He's like, I started by eating my neighbor. um,
Yeah.
World hunger. I don't know, man. I think. I mean, I'm very vocal about this. I think there's too many people on the planet, and
Hell
we need
yeah.
to cool it.
Word.
I think people just have children because they think, oh, we got married. That's the next thing we do to like
Mm-hmm.
post about on Instagram.
Right.
And like, you should really like stop and consider like, do I want to have a child in this? Like, I know like every generation's like the world's crazy, but I mean, like in the current situation we're in,
Mm-hmm.
it like maybe don't have four, maybe just have one and put a lot of care into loving that one because every kid grows up depressed and angry and shoots up schools. So like we need to be a little, you know.
I mean, if it's a girl, throw it in the river. It's a boy.
Is it a boy or is it an abortion?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, sorry, that was a bit of a tirade, but yeah,
I agree.
I
8
think,
billion is crazy. And then like
and
how
that might be
can
underestimated too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and how condensed they are in like those certain populations.
Hmm.
Um Specifically like India and stuff, right? Like
Yeah,
India is just going crazy with kids.
and they always have, which is the craziest
Always.
part. And it's just like, yeah, like a place like that. If I don't know how they survived COVID, but like,
How condensed they are.
right. But with COVID too, it was like one of those things where it was like, even if you believed it was real or not real, like it was just a test for all of society to be like, how do we listen to how well can we listen to rules when they're imposed on us to like not deal with this again? And like, so COVID's just a flu, but then if it was something like even worse, we just learned like no one will ever adhere to like the rules because like, oh well, it's a fucking lie. I saw my neighbor eat my brother's face off, but it's just the news telling me that or something. That's a little bit of a stretch, but like if something worse came than COVID, we're fucked because like no one wants to do what they're told.
Yeah.
And like a place like India or like the coast of China or even the eastern coast of the US is just so densely populated
Mm-hmm.
that it'll just burn through in like a few days. And that's why the zombie movies are so popular because we're all just subconsciously terrified of that happening tomorrow.
Mm.
Yeah, whether not that they're zombies, but just everyone just dies.
Yeah.
Because there's just too many people. But I mean, there's that, and then also there's just only so much carrying capacity the Earth has to like support a population like us.
Yeah.
And like that's gonna have to fundamentally change at some point, whether it's like Thanos snapping his finger or like COVID or something. I don't know, but like I'm not like saying we need to kill everybody, but like
Sounds like it.
yeah,
Sounds like
you
you're
heard
saying
it here
that.
first.
David Ian Howe wants everyone to die.
Yeah, just a good 50-50. But I think yeah, we're at a the next two generations will be at a crucial juncture of like we need to impose one child only laws or something.
Mm.
Yeah. And I'm not an economist, I'm not a sociologist. I don't know that for sure, but that's my observation.
Well, I've heard of these studies where they say if like the population doesn't stay at like where we're at, it
Mhm.
could collapse.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like why JD Vance and Trump are like wanting us to have more kids,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why like they're like, oh, that's why the Democrats wanted all the illegal immigrants here because our population's gonna bust.
Mm-hmm.
And like Korea and Japan are facing that right now. They work so hard and no one has kids that their population is just going to get way older and their economy is going to tank because there's no
Mm-hmm.
one to do jobs.
Yeah.
So they're asking people to come in and work.
Mm.
Um, so we're just going to have an insanely globalized society where it's like even Japan is like filled with everyone of every other race kind of thing, like America tries to be, or Brazil. But yeah, in the next 50 years, it's going to look a lot crazier.
So
Yeah.
this whole alien thing that's happening, right?
With the UFOs and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like UFO, like extraterrestrials, right?
Yeah.
Because they released this document recently where they were just like, yeah, we're trying to reverse engineer these things that
Is that
we,
real?
yeah,
Damn.
yeah, and like we have non-humanoid creatures essentially, and we've been studying them.
This
And
I haven't heard this. This is crazy.
yeah, well, it was released probably a week ago,
Wow.
and they supposedly, well, a week ago is like today is June 3rd, so this will probably not be released until the end of June.
Okay.
But yeah, so um, they they have, it's like a 248-page document, and they went in front of like Congress with this, and they were just like, "What do we do about this?"
Damn, I didn't see this.
Yeah, it was wild,
That is
but
wild.
they did like shoot down a UFO in Alaska recently, and like that's where a lot of this came from.
Wild, man. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
So do you think it's gonna be like an outside threat to eventually bring humans together?
Undoubtedly.
And do you believe the Earth is round?
I believe it's round. It has like a certain word for the shape. It's not like a perfectly round. It's
Right, it's like an egg.
yeah, something like that. Ulitic, something. I
Mm,
don't remember. Ulitic means something different. Anyway, um, yeah, I think it's round. I know that's probably a joke, but I just wanna clarify. I do think the Earth is round. Uh, but yeah, I think aliens will be because it's like they clearly watch us. Like if you think about Darwin and the beagle going around, the Pacific or the eastern western side of South America, exploring all that, picking up samples of grasshoppers and writing about it and stuff. There's one doing that right now, and they only went to the Galapagos and a certain few islands there. Cook went all over Polynesia. He didn't hit every island, so it's like they might be hitting all these planets, and like some of them hit us, and they like how would I say it? Like they've probably been exploring and like doing this stuff for a while if they had the capability of travel and just don't deal with us. And one really cool, I don't know if it's called the Pizarro effect or the Pizarro paradox or something, but Francisco Pizarro was the Spaniard that conquered the Inca. And it's like he was marching up the mountains with his army and his indigenous like allies to take out the Inca. And like while all that's going on, there's like a colony of ants like 30 feet away that are just doing their thing
mhm.
and have no idea like titans are fighting each other over here.
Yeah.
So it's like that's all going on right now in space 100% in my mind.
Mm,
But we just don't see it or know because we're just ants under a rock somewhere.
okay.
But until like someone picks up that rock, we're gonna be like, what? And whether that's
Yeah.
now or what's going on with the UFOs and stuff, like I think it's pretty clear like there's other stuff out there because we send shit out there. So why would
Hmm.
it still come here? Yeah. But it will take that for like everybody to be like, okay, we gotta China and the US are probably still gonna go at it. Russia's gonna be a dick. People are probably still gonna fight in the Middle East and in Africa, but like the most of the world will be like, all right, like the EU and the US will be like, let's shoot these things.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm no expert on that stuff though. What about you?
So there's a couple different theories that I would like to believe in or at least explore more. One of them is the infinite universe theory.
I've heard that one. Okay.
Like everything just goes on forever. And the way it was explained to me was like you have 100 dresses and 100 pairs of shoes, right? Which could be like our periodic table, right?
Okay.
And you can do a different combination of dresses and shoes, but eventually you're going to run into the same combination of dresses and shoes.
Yeah.
So if all those molecules line up correctly in an infinite universe, I could be Batman somewhere,
Oh, gotcha.
right?
Yeah.
And like when people create stories like that, they're just tapping into a different universe
Oh, I see.
and like
Okay.
creating that with their, here. Bubble theory is like this universe is in a bubble and it's floating in a nothingness with 100 billion other bubbles out there, right?
Mhm.
And so that's kind of like what Rick and Morty is like based off of that
Okay.
theory, because like he uses the portal gun to go to different dimensions and different universes. And so like that's another theory.
Mhm.
And then there's linear theory where just like the universe is on this plane of existence and it's just the way it is and it doesn't like what
Yeah.
we know about is what we know about.
That shit trips me out.
Dude, it's wild, right?
Yeah, because I'll drive, or I was driving one time from Nashville to Georgia, and was just like, "Well, what was before the Big Bang?" And then I'm like, "Well, there's this, then there's that, then there's the Big Bang, and then, but like, what's before that? Is it just black? Is it just white, or is it? There's just nothing. Like, what is that?" And I'm like driving, and I'm just like, "Fuck," like freaking out because it's like it is really weird to think about, and I guess that's like where devoutly religious people are like, "Well, that's just God." And like rather than it trip you out, you're just like, well, it's God, and you don't worry about it. But like
Yeah.
someone like you and I are like pretty introspective and think it's like, no, I want to know, and then like then it gets
Yeah.
suppressed, and then we take a bunch of pills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's it's crazy, man. It's something I've thought about a lot is like the different types of consciousness, right? Because like you have
Yeah, yeah,
dogs, right?
right.
And they're just like, oh yeah, things are the way things are.
Hmm.
And then you have humans that have the ability to think outside of that. So
Yeah.
in your research with dogs and humans, right? What has been like one of the most interesting things that you've discovered or like thought about, I guess,
In terms of consciousness,
in terms of just your study in general, like the relation between dogs and humans?
yeah. I guess I'll answer that two ways. There's a mythological aspect I'll get to, and then in the consciousness angle, it's like it does teach me like with a dog. So how do I phrase this correctly? In indigenous culture and stuff that I've studied, and like world mythology and like other cultures around the world that have dog stories and themes and like what dogs do in their societies, it seems and it's very prominent in indigenous American culture, which I use as a like a pinnacle of like what humans, the ideal human state. Not to get into like the perfect is the noble savage myth, which I think is not right. But like if the world never made metal and had agriculture and stuff, Native Americans are like what humans would look like for most of. They're just living the way humans exist,
Mm-hmm.
hunting and gathering or using everything in the landscape to survive. Um, there's in their world building, there's like human, there's animal, and then there's dog. It's its own category.
Mm-hmm.
So like all the other animals have their own stories, especially like in Cherokee or Iroquois and like myth and stuff or stories or oral tradition. They all talk and convene and speak to each other, but like dogs are always this side. Like where do we put them? Are they human or are they animal?
Right.
And that was an indigenous culture, and there's like many myths and stuff where it's like dogs were supposed to be human, but because they're like annoying and hump everything
Mm.
and are dirty, they got denied that, so they had to be made like put in animal form
Okay.
kind of thing. And then I was like, that's a really interesting concept. And I looked that up all over the
No.
speaking of. Uh but that concept is pretty common around the world, and dogs are in their own category of consciousness and like of being. If that
Mhm.
makes sense. They're not human, they're not animal, or usually they're more human than animal. And they're given that status. So I think that's pretty cool. And then along those lines, the other thing I was going to mention is mythological aspects. Think of like Anubis, the
Right.
Egyptian god.
Yeah, I was gonna bring him up.
Um,
Bring them up. I don't know how they identify.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
But funny that you say that though, because they're not sure if he's a jackal, if he's a dog, a wolf, like a fox. He's just like, how does he identify?
Mhm.
And I made this joke like in a video one time, but like I had my dog pretending to be Anubis, and I was just like, he was like, "Thank you for asking. I identify as a jackal." Thank you. And then, but yeah, he's an amalgamation of canids, and like what canids be and or what canids are. And if you think about it, jackals and wolves always scavenge like dead stuff. They want to
Mhm.
find dead things. They scavenge tombs in Egypt. They eat bones. Wolves always come. They kill things. They're always associated with death. And if you think about it, Hades in Greek mythology has a three-headed dog that keeps people from coming into the underworld and
Mhm.
keeps everyone like from keeping in and staying out. Anubis, when you die in Egyptian mythology, is the first god you see, and he takes you to the other gods, and he's like chill with you. The other gods are kind of dicks, but he's like, I'm your friend. Let's get you through this, and like, here's what's gonna happen. And then he judges your heart whether you're a good person or not on the
Oh,
scale that he holds.
yeah.
Um, so that's fairly common, like throughout the world. And like the Mongols believe that their wolves, dogs and wolves both descend, or dogs and humans both descend from wolves. Like we're one and the same,
Hmm.
which is pretty cool. So yeah, mythological aspect is like dogs, and in sorry, Native American mythology too. Dogs are like spirit guides. They take you to the afterlife, and like when you see a dog across the river, it means you've died. Like you see the dog telling you to come over. And then the Aztecs too had Xolotl as the dog god, and he's Quetzalcoatl's brother. And they're all related somehow. But last thing I'll say is when you die in Aztec mythology, there's like 9 lands of the dead, and Mictlan is the last one. It's like the underworld where you go. But there's like all these crazy trials you have to go through. And the first one is a river that you can't cross, but there's a bunch of dogs there.
Mhm.
And if you are kind to dogs in your lifetime, like they'll help you cross it. And it's supposed to be like ideally your dog is there and it helps you, which is why they had those hairless dogs, the Charlotte Squintleys,
Mhm.
and like they'd sacrifice them too when you died, so that you had a dog to help you cross the river. So
I'm screwed.
yeah, you don't like dogs
No,
because you're kicking her out.
yeah, 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 because I rip out her little tiny baby guts all the time.
Oh.
And so, uh, wherever she went, uh,
How old is she?
she she'll be 17 months soon.
Oh, okay. She's right at that age of
Yeah,
yeah.
she's
I
a
get
puppers.
I get it, man. Half husky, half shepherd.
Yeah,
Nice. That might be the dog I get.
yeah,
A lot of energy though.
a lot of energy. She's pretty cool. She's chill.
Cool.
A lot of growing pains because she is smart,
Mm.
but she's hard headed.
Yeah,
So she knows what you're saying. She just chooses not to acknowledge it.
right. And that's part of the thing. Like having a dog teaches you consciousness in that sense. Like you can look at her and she's thinking. There's a
Mm-hmm.
calculation in her head. Technically, when they're fetching and they're catching a frisbee, they're doing calculus in their head automatically,
Mm-hmm.
like of how much speed to catch up with that and the arc that it's coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Like that takes brain. And I mean, it kind of is just physical impulse for them, but like yeah, there's a lot of, and like when they feel pain or when they like want your attention, like it's a living creature that's not human, but it's also not like a chicken,
Yeah.
or it's not a deer. Deer kind of
Chickens can play the piano, dude.
can they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I was
Yeah.
thinking, yeah, they're I should say birds are pretty smart too, but
Dude,
it's not.
crows are like crazy smart.
Yeah, and
And ravens,
what's the other one? Is it a not mockingbird? I might be wrong.
magpie.
Magpies.
Mm-hmm.
Magpies are supposed to be
Magpies are smart as shit.
they can see themselves in a mirror,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Yeah. And they do that test with dogs too. And dogs and cats can't see themselves in the mirror. So they're like, oh, they don't have consciousness in that sense. But then recent studies have been like, well, their eyesight's not their main thing. For birds, it is, and
Mm-hmm.
humans. But for dogs, it's like smell, but they can tell their own smell.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, like the mirror test is just stupid because they don't. Yeah, it's just not the way we view the world.
Yeah. Yeah, she's too smart for her own good.
Yeah,
Yeah. She escaped her kennel so many times when she was like when I was kennel training her. I would just come home and she'd just be like at the door, like, "What's up?" I'm like, "How did you get out?"
crazy. Was it like plastic and she chewed through or
No,
something?
it was metal. Yeah.
Yeah,
And she would unlatch it. Like they had two latches on it, and she would unlatch them both and just like walk out.
it's crazy, man. Yeah, they're
Dude,
smart.
she was a wild one, but she's much better now.
Good,
We go on walks pretty often. So
good. You kind of have to.
yeah, not as much as she needs because like she needs like 10, 12 miles a day, if
Sure.
not more. But we get a solid 3 in, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm only human, okay?
Right.
But like I'll throw the ball and stuff for her too, and like because I have a pretty decent backyard, so
Yeah.
like I'll just whip that thing until she stops.
Oh, I know what you mean. I used a flirt pole with my dog, which is like that pole with the string, and it has like a little like leather or plastic thing at the bottom that looks like a cattail. I can't
Mm,
explain it, but it's like what the military uses to train Malinois.
mm,
And like my dog loved that. And as soon as I like, he could be doing a dick, or he could be being a dick, doing anything wrong, but as soon as I brought that out, he was like, "Let's play."
yeah,
And he got before I put him down, he got pretty aggressive because he was getting sick in the head. And like anything that went by, like a bike or a kid, he would like growl and try to chase it. But I'd pull that thing out, like a kid could walk by, he wouldn't care.
yeah,
It's like they love that thing.
hmm,
A flirt pole, if anyone's listening.
yeah.
It's,
She's the husky, so she's very reactive, right? She sees other dogs, she just wants to go play with other dogs.
right.
So that's what we've been working on a lot of lately. But having a dog, it's like I've had dogs growing up, right?
Mhm.
But they were like my parents' dogs, right? I was just
Sure.
responsible for them. And I trained dogs for 4-H to do like
Okay.
show stuff, right? And bloodhounds are so hard to train.
I don't think I've met one.
Really?
Yeah.
They're friendly. They're just not all there.
They just want to smell and
Yeah,
chase stuff. Yeah.
that is it. And that's what they're bred for, right? Like
Right.
that's their breed. Um, but I had a Siberian Husky before this one, and he was the same exact way. He was like 12, and he just wants to play with other dogs. He's just
Yeah.
super friendly, which is
I guess
cool.
they all live in a pack. It's supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So dogs and people, like the correlation of dogs and people, um, to me, I think is kind of crazy, like how they became domesticated,
Mhm.
and then how we selectively bred them to be certain things,
Yeah.
like Frenchies.
Right.
What is that?
Yeah. Well, Frenchies and pugs by extent too, like they have like a human face is like what we've bred into them, which is
Hmm.
like why they're so cute. And like that dawned on me one day and I was like, "Oh yeah, they do have flat like they're just trying to make them look human but also small at the same time, which is creepy." And like but yeah, man, dogs are Dr. Angela Perry calls them a biotechnology, which is like those Boston Dynamics robots that like look like dogs. That thing, not for 50 or 60 years, even with crazy advanced AI, you could not tell me in 60 years that thing can run and corral sheep the way that a border collie can just do it in an instant with a whistle.
Yeah.
And like that thing is a 20,000-year-old technology
Hmm.
that like all it wants to do is that. You don't have to program it or anything. Same with the bloodhound now. Like it's a dog bred to just have the utmost like sense in its nose to smell this stuff and to hunt, whatever, pick up trails. And like you can use a dog to do anything. So some dogs is a biotech in the sense that like you want a pug that's cute. You want something you can hold that's cute and you can like have affection for. Um, but then like a German Shepherd is meant to protect, flocks. And then as an extent of being that smart and vigilant, also became a very good police dog and military dog. Uh, yeah, it's just like dogs are a tech, which I think is just like stone tools or fire.
Yeah.
And I always tell people that, and they're always like, "What?" I'm like, yeah, cool.
So when we were domesticating dogs, like it was all food based pretty much.
The the basic like building block of dog domestication would be like we both eat the same food. We like meat. Cooked meat probably smelled better to them. They were coming to scavenge it more. And like I'm gonna throw you this, and the wolf then learned because wolves are intelligent. I'm not gonna bite you. You have food for me, and like if I'm not aggressive, you'll get me food. And that just kind of whether we intentionally bred them, we're picking them up and raising them. I'm not sure, but basically like that language of food and humans in Siberia, where dogs are from, ate caribou, and like so did wolves. So like we were watching wolves hunt caribou, learned how to hunt caribou efficiently in that sense. And yeah, just like if the wolves come by, throw them food. And then over generations, and then when you're talking to your dog and training your dog today, 20,000 years later, food is the language you use. And like obviously they can understand English and whatever language you speak to them in, certain words and phrases and some syntax, but yeah, it's just like food is like they get food if they behave correctly. And like it's how it works. And then with that, you can get goats and sheep and cows because now you essentially tricked goats into believing they were being attacked by a wolf and just corralling them into something. And that's what a dog is. They only see it as a wolf. Now, of course, they like, if they're raised around them and socialized, like I've seen like livestock dogs sleep with goats and stuff just fine and they protect them. But like that instinct when the wolf is doing that thing, or when the dog's like doing that stalking thing, that's like an instinct inside the goats of like, oh, I need to move.
Mm.
Yeah. And it's just fascinating. It's 20,000 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my dog, my dog Berkeley was a lab Catahoula blue heeler.
That's a pretty dog.
Yeah, and she was always trying to heal
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Kind
Even
of
though,
funny, right?
yeah, even though I've never like had her around anything like that, or she just knew
Yeah.
instinctively, and I was like, "What is that though? Like,
Yeah.
what is that, and why do they do that?"
That's why I get a little like over in a few years ago, I was a little more like, well, pit bulls are, whatever, pit bulls good. But like I can't have a basset hound or a bloodhound bred for that. We can't have a healer bred for healing that just does it automatically. You can't also then just be like, well, pit bulls aren't aggressive. Like they're bred for that.
Mm-hmm.
So like to ignore that is worse in my opinion. And I think it's like it's the breed, it's the breeder, not the breed, I should say. So if you have a breeder that's breeding them for aggression, they're going to be aggressive. But if you have pit bulls that were not bred for that and have been socialized and stuff, they're great dogs. Like I've loved most pit bulls that I've met. The two dogs I have been bit by were pit bulls, and one bit my dog. But that's just because it's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And like the more we like dance around it, because it becomes a racial issue. Because pit bulls were a white dog first, but now they're a very black dog. Because they're the ones that you can afford at a pound, and like
Mm.
black people seem to get them that way. And I have a friend who like posts about black Black American history and dogs and stuff, and she's all about this. And like I never thought about that, but it's like a racial stigma stereotype now that like pit bulls are a black dog.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because of socioeconomic factors, and it's
Right.
harder to train them. So yeah, sorry, all that tangent. It's just like dogs are bred for these tasks and it's innate. And like my German Shepherd mix, who's an elk hound too, we would go to my friend's lake house, and as soon as we got there, the entire day he would just sweep the perimeter, sniff every inch of around the house, look for any instance of a coyote being there or any people coming in, and just like constantly scan the horizon and the river or the lake. If like a boat came by, he would like let us know. And it's just
Mm.
like I never taught him to do that. It's just bred in him to be a shepherd.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
waxing poetic about dogs. Sorry.
No, that's
But
good.
yeah.
That's good. That's why I've been trying to figure out like what she is for, right? 'Cause she's a
Yeah.
shepherd husky.
Active would be the word I'd give her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like she might be more shepherd than she is husky.
She looks more shepherd. Yeah.
So she is gonna be probably like one of those protectors. Like she's still a pups right now, right? Like they say they don't usually get to be full until like 2 years, 2.5 years.
Mhm.
So she was 40 pounds for like a really long time. And it wasn't until recently that she just like growed a little
Big
bit.
growth spurt.
Yeah. Um, so I don't know. I've always kind of found it fascinating with dogs and humans, like the correlation and um like because if you live by yourself, like having a dog is like one of the best things you can have
Yeah,
as like security.
I'd agree. Like having a dog, and like when I lived alone in Georgia, didn't have a partner. It was just me. Like when he was there, I slept so well because I knew my dog was there. But then, like a couple weekends, I would take him. My parents would dog sit him while because I was going camping or something, and like he would be gone. One time he was gone for like 3 weeks because I wasn't going to be able to get back up there for 3 weekends. And like those 3 weeks in my house without my dog, I was like physically anxious because it was like I missed my dog, but also like every sound. Then I was like, "What's that?" Yeah, and you don't have a domesticated wolf in your house protecting you. It's interesting, and apparently you sleep deeper if you have a dog. So
Interesting.
I've not seen the study on that. I've heard it many times, so apparently that's a thing, and I would anecdotally say yes.
I'm a very light sleeper.
Okay.
So anytime she moves or anything, she's a groaner.
Mm.
She stretches, she groans.
Yeah, it's a shepherd thing.
Yeah, she's a groaner. So anytime she does that, I wake up. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm surprised she hasn't come in that because usually I say, what are you doing? She'll like look at me like she has that one blue eye
Oh, she's
and
got
one
the
brown eye.
dichroma something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she has that piercing stare that's just through your soul.
Yeah.
And she'll just stare at you.
Does she do like the head tilt thing?
Hmm.
Yeah, I love that so much, man.
Yeah. And I
Um,
can tell like if she's sitting and she's facing away from me and I say Azula, her one ear will just go like this and she'll ignore me.
mhm,
And I say Azula. And then both of her ears, she'll just go like this.
mhm.
I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And then she'll like look at me.
Yeah,
And then she'll just still ignore me.
it's so interesting, dude. That like they have obviously consciousness, but like their ability to think and rationalize, and then like their personality is always so different.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, you learn your dog's personality kind of thing. And I guess I should clarify with the Pipple thing too, just in case people are up in arms. Uh, like every dog is a different personality, so it's not just it's not predetermined. Um, but like my dog too had a very sweet like predisposition with people. But just some people he just would growl at for like no reason. And I never trained him to do that. I couldn't train it out of him. Just was his personality quirk. But yeah.
She like she doesn't bark normally. Right. She didn't bark at you when you came in today.
No.
Or like when she saw you in
She
my
was amped.
house.
Yeah.
Some people she will bark at though.
Interesting.
Like Aaron, she barks at Aaron every time, even though he's been here multiple times.
I think it's the beard and his deep voice, maybe, or something.
I don't know what it is because you have a beard.
That's true. Yeah.
So like I
Yeah, the high voice. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what it is with her, but there's certain people that she will bark at.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either. Dogs are weird.
They are weird.
Dogs and consciousness and humans and their relation to each other is weird.
It's very weird. I one thing I always tell people too, and I'm writing a book on this right now. It's just like dogs are like the last remnant ice age artifact that we have in our daily lives. Because like we don't have to tan hides, hunt animals, wear their skins. You don't have to like build teepees and yurts to live in. You don't have to sit by a fire every day. But like you do randomly just have an ice age predator in your house at all
Yeah.
times of the day, which is cool. I mean, you could argue clothing is has evolved, but yeah, it's just interesting to me.
So we've gotten to that point in our show
Okay,
where did you watch any of them? Have you watched any
I
of them?
didn't get a chance to.
Oh my god, dude.
I try to go in blind to see.
Oh my, well, you're blind as shit because
Yeah.
we are gonna do some improv.
Oh fuck yeah, let's do it. Sorry, I was hoping I wasn't boring you with the science stuff anyway.
No, no,
Cool.
no. I love to learn, so I'm not that type of person.
Okay,
Like
cool.
I would talk to you more about science stuff.
All right.
But
I got kicked out of the improv club at the UW.
oh,
Why did I get kicked out? I left embarrassingly.
okay.
I made a. Am I interrupting your
No,
thing?
no, go.
I was like when I was a student here, I did like the improv group, and like the the task or the drill was to like you get in a line and then you like the two of you walk up and you're on a cliff and watching the sunset with your child and you have to tell them something like important, and everyone was just like you're adopted and like said something like I'm gay or something, and I just like looked at him and I went, son, you have leukemia. And they were like, oh, and she blew the whistle and then goes, yeah, no cancer jokes. And I was like, fuck, that's like all I have. And then I never showed back up.
No cancer. We shouldn't say, but yeah, no cancer. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's probably something I would do for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I had to go as dark as possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dark comedy is the best. Okay, so you think of two characters that we are, okay, and I'll think of the setting, okay,
Okay.
and I'll tell you the setting, and then you can think of the characters, or it can be double blind, right?
Have to be like a pirate or like just like someone in like to modern day.
Anything you want. Okay. Whatever you choose, you do. If you want an accented person, you have to do an accented person. Okay.
Okay.
So think of our characters.
Okay.
I'll think of the setting. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do this one a little different. You tell us the characters first.
All right. Mexican guy from Tijuana.
Okay.
And then let's go with pirate, a Caribbean pirate from the 1600s.
Okay. And we are I was not expecting either one of those. So
I can do like a guy from Brooklyn or something.
no, you're good, man. You said it. It's in stone. It's on the podcast.
All right.
So let me guess which one I am.
Sure. Oh, I didn't realize they were getting assigned to both, but now that makes sense. But yeah,
Yeah.
you can pick whichever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And we are gambling in Las Vegas.
Okay.
We are at a blackjack table. Okay.
All right.
Whatever you accent you start with, I'll just take the other.
Okay.
Okay. So you're getting screwed over on the cards. Okay. You're not having a good time at the table.
Okay.
I'm having a good time at the table. We don't know each other. And we start.
Yo, pirate bro, this blackjack dealer is really fucking me up, man. You can pick not pirate.
Oh shit. Okay. That's gonna be a tough one. Okay. Okay.
All right, how about this? Depressed Wall Street guy who just lost millions and his wife hates him. That'll be easier.
Okay. All right, you're still the Mexican guy.
I'll be Danny Trejo. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Wall Street guy. Okay. Wall Street guy from not New York, or Wall Street guy from New York.
Milwaukee.
Okay. I always forget Milwaukee exists.
Yeah, it's a weird name.
Yeah. Okay. So that's like mid.
Oh, don't you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. And I've never practiced that accent, but okay. So you're getting fucked over and you're not happy about it.
Bro, I'm so fucked. I have so many kids to feed, bro, and this guy's fucking me.
Well, I'm having a great time. And I think it's about time that we have this talk about your cards, because I see you hit on a 20.
Okay. 20.
Yeah. Yeah. So we wouldn't want to hit on a 20.
Hit on a 20-year-old girl.
No, no, on a 20, on a 20, on a 20,
On the blackjack.
on the
thing.
blackjack, yeah. Because 21 is like it.
All right.
Okay.
We don't want to bet on this.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
we don't.
All right.
We want to kind of keep it like it's so hard doing an accent like
You don't
that.
do an accent.
I have to.
Okay.
I have to. It's improv, man.
Bro, are you from like Milwaukee or some shit? Why you talk like that?
Originally from not Milwaukee.
You're a transplant. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
You trans, bro.
Maybe a little.
All right.
Yeah. It's 2025. I can identify as I want.
Yeah, bro.
But I identify right now as a good poker player.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
And you're hitting on 20s.
Okay.
And 20s are not good. You stay on 20s.
20.
Have you ever played blackjack before? That's what I need to ask, actually.
You think because I'm Mexican and never played blackjack before?
I think dice is more so your game.
You love the dice, bro. Just shoot at him. No, I play blackjack, bro. And when I get to 20, I say, hit me.
Okay. Yeah.
I live dangerously because I know there's a one in that deck, even though there's not.
I mean, there's kind of one. Like, it's the ace.
That's
yeah.
true.
It's going to be 11 or a 1.
You know more than me.
Yeah. See, okay. So blackjack. Okay. So really, it depends. Are you counting cards? Do you know how to count cards?
Bro, I can't count shit, dude.
Okay. Well, this
Too
may
much
not be your game.
Oh shit. All
Yeah.
right,
This may not be your game, but what we need to do is we need to maybe transfer games, maybe like craps.
bro, you sound like you're from Fargo. You want to play craps?
Craps, yeah. You know, dice.
I know dice.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know how to play craps?
Learn me, bro.
Okay, so you got the field, right?
Okay.
Bet on the field.
It's the one where you throw the dice into the thing.
No, you put money on the field.
Oh.
And then you throw dice on the thing, yeah.
Just because I'm a Mexican, I'm in the field, bro.
you kind of have to be, yeah.
Damn. All right. Put the 20 again, 20.
20 on the field.
Yes.
Okay. And then you know what you roll after that?
A fatty.
you can roll a fatty. It's all dependent on what you want to do.
Sure. What do we do next?
So once you bet 20 on the field, you want to not roll a 7. If you roll a 7, it wipes out all bets.
No,
and the house wins. No siete. Yeah. So once you get that, then you just roll and hope you don't hit a 7.
Okay.
Unless you bet on 7.
Okay.
Which is don't pass.
Okay.
But if you want to make money, you just bet on the field.
Okay.
Okay. So when you bet on the field, reiterate what I told you.
Fuck, bro, it's a lot to remember. I put money on the field. I don't want to bet more or something.
You don't want to bet more. Okay,
No.
you can if you want.
I'm gonna be conservative, bro. Seems like you might have lost a lot on Wall Street. I want to not go into your footsteps.
Yeah, I did lose quite a bit.
Listen up, bro. You seem to be good at finance. What should I do next? What would I do?
What would you do?
Yes, bro, homies. What would I do?
Okay, for one, don't bet on Enron. Okay,
Not on Enron.
not on Enron.
Okay.
Enron, that's where I lost.
Oil, bro.
Yeah,
Petrol.
yeah, yeah. Enron fucked me. All right,
Damn, bro.
my wife left me.
Puta.
Yeah, you know who she left me for?
Cameron Shep Diaz. No, fuck. Jonah Hill.
Yes, exactly.
Damn.
Left me for Jonah Hill.
She loved him in that fucking Wolf of Wall Street movie, bro.
Yeah,
looking so good.
well, that was based loosely on my life.
Was it really?
It was, yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yep.
So you know what you're doing.
Kind of.
Okay, so what's our next move?
Okay, so you bet 20 on the field.
20.
20 on the field, okay?
Yeah.
And so now we have either you can roll the dice, I can roll the dice, they can roll the dice.
It's my lucky dice I got from my tío.
Okay. Okay.
Take them. Now you roll the dice for me, bro.
You can't use your own dice.
They're not loaded, bro. I promise.
So tell them that. Tell them.
They're not loaded. Okay, the guy says you can't bring your own dice. And I said, that's fine. So you can use those dice, but I'll bless them with my tío's blessing, bro. There you go.
Okay, so this is a house dice.
Yeah.
Okay. So house dice usually roll 7s.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can bet on the field or you can bet on doubles. So
Go double, bro.
you want to go doubles?
Doubles.
Okay.
Go home.
You want to double 6s?
Go big or go casa. That's what I say, bro.
Okay. Go grande or go.
Yeah, go grande or casa, bro.
Is that like? Isn't it like vamos?
Vámonos, let's go.
Okay, all right. And so I rolled them, and it was a 7. You lost all your money.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Lost all my money to my bitch ex-wife already, dude. She took all the fucking money because of the kids.
They'll get the kids. Yeah. How many
Yeah.
kids you have?
I don't remember. 4 or 5. One died.
Oh, 4, 5, 1 died. So now you have 3 or 4.
I don't know, dude. I'm not fucking.
You're not in their life.
No,
No.
not whatsoever, bro.
Where are they from?
That's not because of a stereotype. I just don't like kids, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, same.
One of them's fucking weird. The other one likes fucking Miss Rachel and shit.
Okay. Miss Rachel.
Yeah, she's fucker.
Cooking.
Fucking yeah.
Okay, so we have the option. Okay, here's the options. Here's your options.
Okay,
Okay, as your options, as your financial advisor. Okay, how much money do you currently have?
in my life,
Well, like on your persons right now.
how much money? Let's go in a deal. I got $100, bro.
$100
Cash
cash.
in efectivo.
Okay, so here's what we do. Go bet it all on black.
Okay.
100 on black. Okay, it's roulette. You know what roulette?
With a revolver.
Okay, kind of the same.
Okay, after my wife took my money, I got real familiar with that one.
Okay, so you got $100 on black. Okay, 100 on black.
100.
So if it rolls red, you lost your money. But if it rolls black, you doubled it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 100 on black.
100 on black, bro.
Okay. So spin the wheel.
Spin.
Okay.
Spin it this way.
Yeah. Have you ever done like gambled before?
No, I pulled a slot machine. That's about it. But this is the one that's like you spin it and you the little
Yeah, the little ball. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can do that. I'll spin, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Spin doctor's mix.
All right. So it's spinning. It's spinning. You know, where are you from?
Tijuana, bro.
Okay, Tijuana.
Yeah, I got papers. Don't worry.
Doesn't sound like it.
I lost them in the divorce, bro.
You lost the papers of the divorce?
She took them. She was like, "You'll never get these back, bitch." I was like, "Damn."
So what do you do? What's your plan? Is to hopefully win it big?
I just ride
We rolled a. It's a red. You lost your money.
I lost all my money.
You
bro.
lost all of it.
That's fine. Now let's play some roulette.
You can't. Oh, the roulette.
Let me spin the chamber, bro.
Oh God.
Oh, it's okay. But I lost money. You lose money. How you doing with your losses?
I'm not gonna financially recover from this. Actually,
You're never gonna financially recover.
No.
Bro, you should join my my motorcycle gang.
Oh,
Yeah,
what do you guys do?
we just drive around and find people that are actively being mean to trans people, and we pull up and we go "Rah, rah," and we tell them not to do that, bro.
Oh, do those trans people pay you? Is that how you guys make money, or how do you make money to do that?
We
around
make
the country?
money selling merch, the t-shirts, bro.
Oh,
And we're called the transistors. You know,
okay.
we got a motorcycle like yeah.
Yeah, I would expect like something with electricity to be like on there.
Well, we got one guy, Theo, Miguel. He's got an electric bike, dude. Every few minutes, you gotta fill up at the Tesla station. You know, we make fun of him. He's gay.
But wasn't that like kind of against what you guys do?
Well, we can make fun of gays. You can't make fun of trans.
Oh,
Gays, you can make fun of gays, same way you can make fun of Italians now. It's old news.
it's old news. So
Yeah.
like, make fun of them.
Yeah, but trans people, you know, we beat them up, bro, with crowbars. Not the trans people.
Okay, I was kind of confused for a second.
Yeah, no. We also we stick up for I won't get into that one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, how many people are in your gang?
6.
6
Yeah, today.
today.
We lost 3 good men yesterday.
How?
Influenza.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, dude, the COVID was bad, bro.
Yeah, just wiped out your crew, huh?
Yeah, 3 of them had diabetes, just hit them hard, bro, overnight. Crazy. Must have been the food poisoning from Taco John.
Taco John's?
Yeah.
You guys went from Wyoming to Vegas in a day.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. The highway, the wind blowing everywhere. And I was like, oh, I just want to fucking hit these fucking anti-trans people, bro.
You want to hit? You want? Oh, anti-trans people.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
bro.
Interesting. Your story gets more interesting as we talk.
Yeah, bro. How would want to hear more about you? Where you come from, bro? Wall Street? You from Milwaukee, like Jeffrey Dahmer and shit?
Well, well, But like I said, I was from not Milwaukee,
Okay.
and I can't really say that because it's kind of like a witness protection thing.
Oh shit, you're hooked
Yeah,
up with the feds, bro.
yeah. So like, I made a ton of money, got famous. They told me I couldn't be famous. Told me to put my money in Enron. All of my money got lost, right?
Damn, dude, Dick Cheney.
Yeah, the missus, she didn't know I was in witness protection, right? So it's not so much that she left,
Guess
it's
we're
more
role
so,
playing
yeah, kind of. It's more so like she got abducted.
by aliens.
N- Uh, maybe.
Not like Miguel, but like
No, no, I think
E
more
from
so like,
home.
like Miguel.
Okay,
Yeah,
tipo en casa.
yeah.
Okay,
So that's why I'm in Vegas,
okay,
is to potentially find her, but also gamble. I like to gamble. I have a problem,
okay.
actually.
We all got that's why we're here, bro.
Yeah, I gamble a lot.
What's the worst you lost?
Couple mil.
Couple $1 million, bro.
Yeah.
Damn,
Couple
I could
mil.
buy so many more electric motorcycles with that.
Yeah, dude, you guys could. I could have fit you guys all out,
Damn.
but not anymore. I can't even go back to Milwaukee.
Why not, bro?
I can't even afford a bus ticket.
Damn.
That $100 that you put on black, I was actually gonna take.
Damn.
So, yeah,
Damn.
and that you lost it to the house. Like, now we both don't have money
You should come down to the mean streets of Tijuana where we learn how to do this stuff, bro.
to beat up anti-trans people.
Yeah, bro. Fuck hate.
Okay, but isn't it like hateful to hate anti-trans people?
The enemy of my enemy is mi amigo.
Well, it was nice meeting you.
Bro, mucho gusto.
Yeah,
Sorry you lost all that money, bro.
it is what it is. I'll get more.
Okay.
I always build bigger and
Should
better.
invest in crypto.
Crypto?
Yeah.
How much money you have in crypto?
The IRS is asking. And
Yeah. Okay. That seems more like it. That seems more like my pace, actually.
yeah,
Because that's more like anonymous, right?
like doing the crypto trade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. You go
Okay.
to Binance or you go to Coinbase.com, make an account, you can make lots of money in the Bitcoin.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it would really be beneficial for somebody who was on the run of, um, you know, witness protection.
They can find your digital footprint, but they'll never find your real footprints because you'll be on two wheels, bro.
Okay. And scene.
Sorry, that was incredibly racist.
That was, yeah.
Huh.
It's great.
All right.
I love
Appreciate
it.
it. Thanks,
See,
man.
that's why we do improv.
Yeah.
So we have also gotten to
I'm
the
down to
next
do another one. I don't
yeah,
care.
it's gone to the next part of our show where I ask you, like, what's your definition of happiness?
Fuck. Never felt it. I don't know. Never felt it, bro.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'd say happiness, especially like with comedy, like what the nights you kill, that like nice feeling. 'Cause I don't drink, I don't smoke really. Actually, I don't smoke, I don't drink really. Like the high you get when you like kill at like a club is super nice, and like I like that endorphins of like I made people laugh. Um, was something that like I came up with. So I guess yeah, laughing, happiness. I say it's happy, but also being content with where you are.
Okay.
And then I guess if you want my technical definition, it's not being depressed in bed. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm very bad at that.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. How about you?
Well, that's why I ask people, because I don't really have a definition yet,
Oh,
because I'm still in this weird place of where I'm at.
yeah,
I don't know what that looks like.
sure, man.
Um,
Well, you
so
seem to be crushing it with all this stuff. So
I tried.
yeah,
I get after it, you know.
yeah.
Um, so do you dream when you sleep?
So I have aphantasia, which is like that I don't like mental images. So like when I'm thinking, I don't picture anything. It's just like black. Um, but when I dream, everything's half. So like I can see up to people's waists, but like no one has faces or heads. Like I can't see anything.
That's crazy.
It's really weird. Yeah, occasionally if I'm like really lucid dreaming, I'll see stuff, but like I don't see anything. It's just like concepts. Yeah, it's
That's
really weird.
wild. So how do you deal with that?
Well, I haven't tried to kill myself yet. I've thought about it many times. But yeah, when I learned that, I was like, "Oh shit, that makes so much sense." Like I can't do math in my head like the way people can just draw stuff out. When someone's like, "Picture this" or "Imagine this," like I don't have that.
No.
Yeah, and like I would have insomnia really bad, and as a kid, my dad would like come and lay in bed with me. He's like, "Just count sheep with me," and like that made no sense to me. And he's like, "Yeah, they're like jumping over the fence," and I just thought it was all metaphorical.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just lay there being like, "What are you talking about?" And like when I became an adult and I learned that, I was like, "Oh my god, that's crazy." It's called aphantasia. Um,
Interesting.
yeah, and I can't picture. So everything I have is like concepts and like data, which I think is why I'm good at talking or like,
Okay.
lecturing and stuff because I just have like data stores, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't. It's not clouded by like pictures of stuff. But sometimes I really wish I could recall what someone looked like, and I'm so bad with names for that reason too. It's
Mm.
like I know data wise, like I know your face. You got the glasses, you have a nose, you have, you usually wear a hat,
Cool.
you have a black shirt on and stuff like that, or jacket. Like when I see you at the duck, but like that's all I remember. So when I see you, the gaps fill in,
Mm-hmm.
but it's hard to remember. Like I can picture Aaron right now, and all I really think of is beard and like his voice.
He has mustache now.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I did see him the other day.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then Clark has like the shaved head here, and she's kind of tiny,
Mm-hmm.
and like that's all I remember. Or
Yeah.
like until I see, and she got glasses, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But when I see her, the gaps like fill in. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is that the same as like what Brad Pitt has?
I don't know.
Where he
Is that
like he
true?
can't recognize faces, but when you talk to him, he like knows who you are.
It might be along those lines. I had heard that now. I don't remember if that's the case.
Weird.
I don't know any celebrities that have it, but I did look it up. I heard about it on a podcast, and I looked into it, and I was like, oh my god, like that's crazy. Like I had no idea. I think it's like a vestigial thing. Like Neanderthals probably had what I have,
Mm.
and it's just like remnant stuff or something. I don't know, or it's trauma. That's the other leading theory. I got plenty of that, but yeah, I don't know. It made a lot of arguments with exes make way more sense because she's like, "Are you even listening to me?" And I was like, "No, I am. I promise you."
Mm-hmm.
But like you're describing your day in such a vivid detail of where you hiked and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I can't keep up because I
Right.
don't see it. What you're saying, I need you to draw it out for me. Um, yeah,
So, do you have siblings and stuff?
I have a older brother. Yeah,
Does he have the same or?
he has really severe autism, so
Mm.
I do wonder if he does, but he can't articulate it to me if he does.
Okay.
So I'm wondering, I got nicked a little bit or something like in the womb.
It nicked me.
Yeah,
It nicked me.
yeah. Um, but yeah, it's weird. And I had like terrible anxiety as a kid, and like I'd throw up all the time, and like I was just nervous and scared, and I had ADHD. But my parents, because my brother was like always in special ed and like clearly has mental issues,
Mhm.
they were like, "You're fine." And like I never got, and that's just the times. Like
Right.
now, parents are way more akin to that stuff now. But like, yeah,
Yeah, because you were 93, right?
92.
92?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So like even teachers too. Like I know some teachers knew I had attention problems, but it just wasn't talked about then.
Mm,
And like because the only answer then was meds or you go to special ed.
right.
So they're like, you're just pay attention. But like I remember a math teacher being like, just do it in your head, like right now, and I couldn't.
Like,
And
what are
I
you
was like,
talking about?
am I stupid? I guess I'm stupid. I'm sorry. And I just like makes me feel bad for other kids that like have that and don't know it and just feel dumb and like go
Mm,
home and like yell and cry.
yeah.
Yeah. I forget how we got on that. Oh, dreaming. Yeah.
Mhm.
I did DMT one time,
Weird.
and that was the closest I've come to like being able to like even in that you're supposed to have these crazy hallucinations and stuff like that. And like I just everything was like concepts to me, but like had colors and things. It was really interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, God's a black woman. Um, met her there.
Interesting.
Yeah, have you ever done that?
DMT?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. You might really like it. It fundamentally changed my mental health, and like from that, I did a bunch of mushrooms that summer. I had a terrible breakup, and then did DMT, and like every suicidal ideation I ever had just like disappeared. Yeah.
I've heard about that with like with DMT
Yeah.
and like mushrooms.
Yeah.
That's why they use it for some medicinal purposes.
I did not believe that at first, and then when I did it myself and like low doses of both, I was like, I like if someone's like terminally ill of cancer and like very depressed, I could see how mushrooms completely reverses that.
Mm,
Because you just with DMT, I don't know how much time you have. I don't mean to keep talking, but DMT, it's like you just whatever consciousness we live in right now, whatever reality, you that just disappears. It just like warps away, and like you're in between the atoms or something, and like I don't know, it's just peaceful. And then you come back and you're like, that's crazy.
I remember smoking salvia when I was younger.
I've heard that's similar.
Dude, that was wild.
Is you like flying or whatever?
It depends. I did it quite a few times. And like one time I smoked it and I hit it out of a bong.
Mhm.
And then like I could see things like this, right? But then like it all just like went into a square and just it just started going like away from me. And then like everything was like black around it.
Wow.
And I was like, what the hell? And I was just sitting there
Am
and
I
like,
dying?
yeah. And then
Yeah.
like one of my friends touched me like very lightly and it was just like I was like, oh my God, what is going on?
Yeah.
And I remember looking at the clock and I'd be like, it was like a minute. And it felt like forever.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, what is going on? Like, this is crazy. That was like the
Yeah.
third time I'd ever done it. And
I've done that one.
it was crazy. DMT potentially better for you. I don't
Yeah.
know. Salvia is like not as great for you.
I'm not sure what salvia is. I know DMT
It's a
just
plant.
okay. So it's like a just
Mm-hmm.
not synthetic or anything.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Because the DMT, you already have dimethyltryptamine in your brain when
Mm-hmm.
you dream,
Mm-hmm.
and it just like lets it secrete more.
Right.
So
And
yeah,
that's like what they say ushers you into your next life when you die.
yeah, I could very much see if you're like falling out the building in 9/11 or like you're in a very traumatic situation, like not to get in depth, but like if you're being tortured or something, like I bet your brain just starts leaking that, so you die peacefully. Like when an animal's getting eaten on the savannah. Like I see that pop up on Instagram all the time. It's like they're kicking and screaming because it's like their body's like telling them to do that. But I bet they're like in their head, there's no pain. It's just like you're just tripping balls. Or like,
Yeah.
yeah,
So like when you die, your brain releases a ton of different chemicals because it doesn't know what death is. So
yeah.
it just does this.
Oh, okay, I could see that then.
And then while you're tripping, that's why a lot of people when they die and like they come back, they're like, oh, I seen like the white light and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
God and all this stuff. Or people who have like a negative outlook on life go to hell and they fucking have this bad trip, right? Is because it's their ideology that ultimately their brain triggers.
okay.
So if
Like
you
the Red
have,
Dead. Yeah,
yeah, if you have a decent outlook and you're like, you believe in God and heaven, then, and you believe you're a good person, then usually you go to heaven
yeah.
or what your ideology of heaven is because your brain does that and then you die.
So you like when you die and you like have a near death experience and you go to hell, like
Right.
you're having a bad trip.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah,
And so,
I'd be on board with that. Yeah,
because like that's your ideology, that's your brain trying to make sense of death.
yeah,
So that's weird, right? That's wild. But DMT is like one of those things like ayahuasca, right? Because like if you put it in a tea, it's like an 8 hour trip.
yeah. I don't know if I could do that, but I want to.
But if you smoke it, it's like a 15-minute trip.
Right.
So, or even less.
15-minute trip that's like way more potent. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And DMT is like a closed eye drug. So like you have to have your eyes closed to descend, right?
Yeah.
Or ascend, I guess.
I would say so because I did it in the woods the first time I tried it with my eyes wide open and like didn't feel anything. And I just kind of felt like I was flying a bit and that went away. But when I did it like laying in bed and just like closed my eyes and did that, it was like it was crazy. Yeah.
One of the last times I smoked salvia, I was at my friend's house, and there was 3 of us that did it, and I hit the bong, passed it to my friend. He took it from me. I started tripping. He hit the bong. He handed it to my other friend, and he started tripping. And my last friend that hit it was like sitting on the floor, just sitting on the floor. And he's like a pretty big dude, right? He's like 6'2" and probably 250.
Wow. Okay.
And so he hits it and he puts like the bong over and he's like, nope. And he just like lays down. He's like, nope, sits back up. He's like, nope, lays back down.
Yeah.
He did it like 7 times. And I'm like, Chance, what are you doing, dude? Like,
He's fighting it.
yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm just laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
Having a great time.
It's funny how your brain can do that too, because like with the DMT, it's like I was either like I'm dying right now and I'm never coming back from this, like oh I've done all the drugs, this is it, and like, but then it's like you just gotta let yourself be like, oh yeah, it's just working, and then I like, no, I'm not, nope, nope,
It's just
yeah,
working.
yeah, and then once you finally surrender to it, you're like, oh okay, like it'll be over soon, and then you're like flying through shit, and like I met this like African goddess woman that I assume is like God or something, but that's what everybody sees on DMT, which is really funny to me. And I was like scared to talk to her, and my therapist was like, "Do you think that's?" I did this at the duck, but like, do you think that has anything to do with your relationship with your mother? And I was like, "Shut up, bitch!" Like, but like,
Fucking no.
yeah, clearly I have problems. I'm scared of women. But it felt loving, and it was like it was a calm thing. So I could see like, yeah, that's what people's feeling of God might be or something. And
Hmm.
yeah, it was interesting. I only did a little bit too. Like I'd love to do a full on trip, but I'm terrified. I try not to smoke weed so much anymore too, because I'm terrified of it can give you schizophrenia
Hmm.
stuff if it runs in your family. And like
Hmm.
with my brother's thing, I'm like, well, I'm gonna smoke it and become retarded tomorrow. So like
Jesus.
I don't know. Today's the night. The cure for autism is just smoking weed. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that is like one of my fears too. Like it doesn't run in my family, but like it could happen,
Yeah.
right? Like even if it doesn't run in your family, it could happen if you get like a bad dose of mushrooms, right? It
Yeah.
like poisons your body and just affects your brain.
Which is also wild because it's a fungus. It's not a plant. It's not an animal. It's a fungus. It's in its own kingdom of life that takes over your body for a few minutes. It's a few hours.
Yeah,
It's like cordyceps from Last of Us.
that's why I don't do acid.
I've
That's
done
just
it
like
once.
I've done acid a few times, but like it's man-made,
Yeah.
right?
You don't want to fuck with it.
No.
Yeah.
They say if you have a reputable source and shit, like mushrooms are the safest drug you can do.
That makes sense. They're natural.
Um, and then weed is like second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Weed when I was in high school was like mids, and that I could do that. But the stuff now when I go to Fort Collins, it's like I'm floored. Like
Yeah.
I can do like a hit, and that's it for me, dude.
Same.
It also keeps me up all night. Like even if I take an indica, I'm like just wired.
Yeah, same.
Get it?
I have really bad insomnia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
like I didn't go to sleep till 5 this morning.
Same.
Yeah.
I was up playing Civ.
Dude, I was gonna ask you if you played Civ.
I have 550 hours in Civ 7 right now.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's bad.
Dude, I can't play Civ 7.
Yeah.
Civ 4 is like
4 was my first one I played on. 5 is my favorite. 6 I learned to like. 7 I hated. But then once I figured out the mechanics of what they were trying to do, I'm like, this
see,
is
that's where
great.
I'm at. I haven't
Yeah.
put enough time in it to like it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, this is so complicated and it sucks.
Once it's all city building and it's like Sudoku, like having your like as soon as you spawn, I'm like, okay, library, monument, villa, and then like that's the fishing kit, and like it just goes from there. And then I'm like, well, and I like the different era split too, because then you can be Rome, Spain, America, which is like like makes the most sense progression wise. And yeah, I love it, but I understand why people, because I almost gave up on it too, but I spent $100 on it. I was like, I'm gonna play this.
Are what console or PC?
PC.
Mm.
I'm PC master race.
And that's our show for this.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was a good conversation. And whenever
Yep.
you do anything, like when you get ready to publish that book,
Yeah,
You come back on, we'll promote it.
sure. Next
Promote the
time we
hell
have
of
a
it.
show or something here, we'll do it too.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Yeah, thanks for listening. You can find me at David Ian Howe. And I got 2 podcasts, Ethnosynology and the David Ian Howe Show. You can find those both on my YouTube, but if you are a weird person that listens to them on Spotify and Apple, you can find them there too. And then my Instagram.
And his links are going to be in the description below. I want to thank you all for listening thus far. You're the amazing ones. Like I said, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel since we can build it back up now. Bigger, better, more stronger. And I really hope to hear from you guys. Like, I used to get tons of comments and stuff, but now I don't.
Damn.
Yeah, I only have 6 subs, so I mean that would probably be that. But my
Yeah.
audio downloads are still good. Like it didn't
Okay.
wipe out my audio because that was a whole separate platform, right?
Gotcha.
But my YouTube demolished. So
Gotcha.
pretty upset about that.
Sorry to hear it, man. That would be devastating.
Yeah, it was February last year. And then I quit doing the podcast because of it. And it was just this year I started picking it up again.
Good, man.
I still have all the episodes. I just need to re-upload them. This is going to be like episode 192.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
cool.
Yeah. Well, thanks again. Wave to the camera. Say bye, everybody. Bye. Smile. Make sure you smile and wave. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Okay.